All right, look, I'll make this quick because it might be a quick series. So I'll just get out of your way and let you gloat, let you say you told me so. I mean, because I want to start with an admission before I give you the floor. I just want to start with an admission.
Okay, all right.
So, game gets started, heat up by 13, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to look good tomorrow.
Right.
I'm about to say, look here, all y'all people talking about Lakers in 5, and this is gonna be over quickly. I'm like, yeah, bruh. By the end of the first quarter, because I almost texted you, I almost called you. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
Bro, by the end of the first quarter, the Lakers had taken the lead.
Yeah.
And then it went something like 83-44 over the course of 2.5 quarters, which, frankly, I didn't see past halftime. Because at halftime, I went click and I caught up on my sleep. Because between Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, and the debate on Tuesday night, I'm like, you know what? This is a wrap. Now come to find out.
You said
Goran Dragic, hold on. Goran
Dragic
Dragic is now doubtful with a torn plantar fascia. Bam Adebayo is also doubtful for game 2 with a shoulder. So it's doubtful that my Heat in 6 pick actually, it was a long shot anyway. Given we're going against LeBron and Anthony Davis, I was picking against them. So, yeah, anyway, all right, I'm done. Go ahead. And
listen,
brag.
Can I run down the list? No, let me just run down the list. You said a lot and what time is it? You said a lot in 2 minutes, okay? Number one, as long as you've known me, Michael, you know I'm not the type to gloat. I'm not an I told you so guy. Most of the time.
Stop lying. Wait, stop lying, Donald Trump. It took you 10 seconds to lie? Stop lying. Wait a minute. You are the biggest trash talker I know. Oh, my God.
That's the old stuff.
Wait.
That's old stuff.
You've changed?
Yeah, a little bit. Get this camera situation. I want to be tied up with Michael. We got Michael Shotter.
I don't know. They must not be feeling me right now. It's split screen.
Yeah, we got to give me some split.
Have you changed? Are you a different person? Thank you.
There we go.
Are you a different person than the one I practically grew up with? You a different person?
I'm growing. But the thing, speaking of growing and aging a little bit with getting some wisdom, I know somebody hurt my feelings. Now I can be told, somebody hurt my feelings earlier this week saying, oh, you're a little old. You probably fell asleep. You probably didn't watch it. And you going to sleep at halftime. You ain't even stay up and watch the game. You talking about me.
I saw where it was headed.
Yeah. Okay. And then here's the other thing. But in all seriousness, Mike, it's game 1. Okay, game 1. Now I think the Lakers are going to win the series. And I think they're going to win it in 5. Didn't I say Lakers in 5? But just because they won game 1 by 18 points doesn't mean that that's how the whole series is going to go. I think Miami is going to get one of these games. They better get game 2, or that Lakers in 5 becomes Lakers in 4. But you mentioned the injuries. You mentioned the injuries to Dragic and to Adebayo. That's not the story. Here's the story. They have no way of stopping my guy, Anthony Davis.
More lies. But go ahead and cook. Go ahead. More lies. You're a guy, Anthony Davis. All right. I've let you slide with this for like the first couple of weeks of the show.
I know. Listen, I came around.
Remind him of what you were saying off camera about Anthony Davis.
Called him a loser. I called him a loser.
Thank you.
I did. But here's the story, and I can't believe we didn't see this coming. Miami gets all the credit, should get all the respect for what Miami did in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs. It was phenomenal. It really was. I mean, you sweep Indiana, you take out Milwaukee, and you take out Boston. But think about all those teams. They all have some issue at center. Whereas Milwaukee's center issue is they got a center who shoots 3-pointers. They don't necessarily have a guy who is going to challenge a legitimate big man who can just do a lot of things. Boston had put it together, center by numbers. Enes Kanter, Rob Williams, Daniel Tice, guys that, okay, they're all right. And in Indiana, okay, yeah, you're not really thinking about that. Miami just has no answer. They got this is a real situation they got here, and I just can't think of anybody who can, healthy or not, anybody who can deal with Anthony Davis inside. That's going to be the story of the series. Now, if Adebayo is out, forget it. Forget it, man. Anthony Davis, we talk about LeBron being the Finals MVP. It's going to be Davis. No, because of the numbers. The numbers are going to be overwhelming.
And not only will he be Finals MVP, he'll be in the conversation. I mean, look, he's already first team All-NBA. If he keeps this up, he's already in the conversation about best player in the NBA after LeBron. He's in that group, right?
Yeah.
That group will get smaller and he'll be in it. You know, if he finishes this finals like this, I think more and more people will start talking about Anthony Davis as the top 3 to 5 talent that he is in the NBA right now. And nobody else, people like you who didn't appreciate what he did in New Orleans, nobody else will dare call him a loser again if he performs like this on the biggest stage. But no, I'm already canceling Christmas. I'm already canceling Christmas. I'm sorry, what were you about to say?
No, I was just going to say, you see right there, it says bouquets for the brow. And those bouquets, not just saying, hey, Anthony Davis is a great player. Obviously he is. But this is what people like me have to learn and just really have to accept. I know it here, but sometimes when the games start and records start to, are being compiled, you kind of forget that a player is, no matter how great that player is, you still have to have the support of a great organization, great teammates, the right culture. Yeah. And I often, I'm trying to get better here, but I often slip into, all right, but what did this guy do? What has he done? And I'll take a player in a vacuum and not necessarily put him in context. That's what I did.
You reduced it to how many times he made the playoffs in New Orleans. That was your go-to. How many times they make the playoffs with him in New Orleans?
Twice.
No, listen.
Twice.
I am
two times
I am canceling Christmas right now. I'm actually impressed with how reserved and how rational you are. I fully expected that smoke. I fully expected for you to come in and be like, how dare you pick against the king and my guy Anthony Davis? What led you to think? Listen though. So maybe I will do that. I'm the one overreacting then, because especially in light of the injuries, which I think we know in the last hour that they're listed as doubtful. You talking about taking your leading scorer in the postseason and Goran Dragic? Talk about losing him or him being compromised by a torn plantar fascia? Talk about Bam Adebayo, with a strained left shoulder, him being compromised, if not losing him.
And you didn't mention another guy. You didn't mention, I know he played. Jimmy Butler played.
Talking about Jimmy Butler. Yeah, I mean, that was a nasty ankle turn. Well, that's what made me turn it off. I was like, when he turned his ankle, I turned it off. I'm like, okay, that's a wrap for the night. And looking at the layout of this series right now, I'm like, even though I picked them going in, and it's one game. I know it's one game. One game.
Just one game. Come on.
But that one game, man, oh my God, it was a slaughter. It was a slaughter, and it was potentially catastrophic in terms of injuries.